morning, students. Today we're going to see the next concept of the lesson, life process, in detail. As we are already studying about the life process, in the life process, so far we have studied about the one life process that will present in the organism, nutrition. So far we have discussed about the nutrition in plants, means autotrophic nutrition, as well as we have studied about the heterotrophic mode of nutrition. So far, still in detail we have studied this topic about the nutrition in amoeba and nutrition in human beings. So if you want to listen once again, if you go to that site, and you will get all in detail for your help. Okay, now let us begin with the today's second type of nutrition. The second type of the life process we are going to begin, that is respiration. First of all, we should know what is the meaning of respiration. Respiration, I am showing a slide of respiration for you. Respiration is the process by which food is burned in the cells of the body with the help of oxygen to release energy. It takes place in the mitochondria of the cell. So this is the meaning of respiration. Respiration, the life process in which a food is burned in the cells of the body. In the cells of the body, the food, whatever was received from the after assimilation of the food in the cells, the next step is respiration, breakdown of that food or breakdown of that glucose. The breakdown of food or breakdown of the glucose will take place with the help of oxygen, or oxygen is a good combustible agent, we can call. Hence we need oxygen to burn out of that one glucose. We need oxygen. So after burning glucose, there is a release of energy. Energy is released in the mitochondria of the cells. Then it can be utilized by the remaining cells of the body for their works. So when you see about this energy which is released here, it is released and it is stored in the form of ATP. ATP means adenosine triphosphate. Adenosine triphosphate, it is an of the type of protein. Here it is the energy is released in the form of ATP, or it's also called as energy packets. Energy is released and stored in the mitochondrial cells in the form of ATP. So we are seeing here the second point, very important one. Whatever the energy is released, then how it is ATP is formed now. So already ADP is present in our cells. ADP, with the help of ADP. ADP means adenosine diphosphate molecules are present, and along with that inorganic phosphate will combine together to formation of adenosine triphosphate, and in this way ATP is formed. But at the time of need, when there is a need of energy for the each cell of our body, this ATP, which is stored form of energy in the cell, so again this ATP will breakdown of ATP will take place in presence of water to form ADP, and energy is released. That energy is being utilized by the cells of the body to do their life processes. So this is the way, and this is the mini introduction about the respiration. So let us go to the next important point, that of respiration. So there are mainly two types of respiration. So already we have know the meaning of respiration. The respiration means the breakdown of glucose or the breakdown of food in presence of oxygen and to yield energy. So the breakdown will take place in mitochondria of the cell, but the dependence on the availability of the oxygen for breakdown processes of the food, there are two types of respiration we can see in the organisms. The first type of the one is anaerobic respiration, and I will repeat, aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. So in serial, so what we are seeing here, the aero means air, aerobic respiration in presence of air or in presence of oxygen. Clearly it will tells the meaning. Aerobic respiration means the respiration in presence of oxygen, and second one is anaerobic respiration means the respiration in the absence of oxygen. Let us study now one by one the type of this. First one will see aerobic respiration. The aerobic respiration will take place, as I told early, in presence of oxygen. It produces the more amount of end products will be formed are carbon dioxide, water and energy. So it takes place in most of the organisms in presence of oxygen, and in the presence of oxygen also it can takes place. And pyruvate is converted, will be first converted, glucose will be converted into pyruvate, and pyruvate will converted into carbon dioxide, water and and energy will be released. So let us see here now, in case of the aerobic respiration, it need a lot of amount of oxygen. So when a sufficient amount of oxygen will be supplied, then aerobic respiration will take place, as it is the glucose which is in the cell mitochondria which is stored there, and that glucose will undergo in presence of oxygen in the cytoplasm. Cell cytoplasm is there. In cytoplasm, the breakdown will take place of the glucose. First, the glucose will breaks. The glucose C6H12O6 is the molecular formula of the glucose. C6H12O6 will be cut into C3H6O3, means it is the half of the glucose is pyruvate. Pyruvate is the half of the glucose, means bigger complex glucose molecule will break into half, three three carboned pyruvate compound is formed. Again this three carboned compound again undergo the in the mitochondria, where this one will take, so the pyruvate will convert into carbon dioxide, hydrogen and energy will be yielded in the mitochondria, so in presence of oxygen. Hence the mitochondria is called as powerhouse of the cell. Powerhouse of the cell, because the energy is released, the breakdown of food, and the breakdown of food in presence of oxygen will takes place in the mitochondria from pyruvate to carbon dioxide, hydrogen and energy released. That's why we call it as the energy house of the cell. This is the aerobic respiration. Very simplest way. Glucose first will breaks into 6 molecule. Glucose will breaks into 3 molecules pyruvate. 3 molecules pyruvate will breaks into carbon dioxide, hydrogen, and energy is released. So this all together we call it is an aerobic respiration. Let us go to the second very important type of respiration, anaerobic respiration. So anaerobic respiration which takes place, as I told early, in the absence of oxygen. So it produces a very less amount of energy in the last form. Very amount of energy which is released here, it's a very less amount. So due to the absence of oxygen, first glucose we can see here, glucose is convert 6 molecule glucose will be converted into pyruvate, and pyruvate will converted into lactic acid and yielding some amount of energy. So lactic acid may be formed or ethanol may be formed with carbon dioxide. So this is the formation of energy in the anaerobic respiration. You are seeing in the slide I have given you here the anaerobic respiration where it will takes place. So anaerobic respiration will takes place in the cytoplasm, and in the glucose will breaks into 3 molecular pyruvate in the cytoplasm in presence of oxygen, and then 3 molecular pyruvate will breaks into lactic acid and energy in the absence of oxygen. Where it takes place means in the muscle cells in the muscle cells of our body parts. There lactic acid is formed and energy is released. More daily lives. So when means when at the time when we sit at a particular position or particular systematically position for a long time, when we the binding or when we stretch, we will not able to stretch the legs properly. That time if we sit very tightly, then there will be no enough supplement, enough providing sufficient oxygen will not be provided to the each cell of the body because of our position. That time for a prolong, if you sit like that, the snooze will come in our parts of that body. Suppose if you go on watching the TV for a long time, suddenly if you wake up, you couldn't able to wake up because our legs will get snooze. We can call they become a senseless. This feels like and heavy. Why this is happening? Because that particular part will not get sufficient enough oxygen supply because you have sat in that position for a prolonged time. Due to that, sufficient oxygen will not be provided that particular area. In that muscle cells, already glucose is present. The glucose is converted to pyruvate, but pyruvate will not convert it to carbon dioxide and hydrogen because insufficient of the oxygen for burning. Hence, it will convert it into lactic acid. That's why we feel a type of giddiness we find in that position of the organ. So this is about a very important point you may have faced many times. So this is in insufficient oxygen time this will happen. Second very important oxygen means here in this one glucose will converted into pyruvates of 3 molecules, but in the complete absence of oxygen in case of yeast, many times yeast is an organism you have seen. In this yeast will happen 3 molecular carbon compound will convert into 2 molecular carbon compound called ethanol C2H5OH, and carbon dioxide and energy is released, and this is also called as fermentation. What is fermentation? The one more question will form the conversion of glucose into pyruvate, and in the absence of oxygen pyruvate is converted into ethanol, or we can say also the formation of ethanol in the absence of oxygen in the yeast is called as fermentation. It is a technique and the uh, alcohol production of alcohol or wine. So in industries, this is also one of the example for fermentation. Let us go the next very important slide. This is the very important for you for the point of exam. So this they will ask one question from this: explain the breakdown of glucose in various pathways. Whatever already we have studied, that only is there, but it is an systematically they have explained very neatly to make you to understand. So the glucose will takes place breakdown, as I told. Once again I will repeat, breakdown of glucose will takes place in different pathways in the organisms. The first one you can see in presence of oxygen, and the second one is in insufficient oxygen and the sense of oxygen. The first, as usually I told you, glucose in the presence of oxygen only in the cell cytoplasm, where it will take place in the cell cytoplasm. In the cell cytoplasm itself, the glucose will breaks into 3 molecular compound called pyruvate and yielding some amount of the energy. But thereafter, from pyruvate to next what? Again we divided, that is only divided into 3. So in pyruvate to in presence of oxygen, it will in the mitochondria of the cell, carbon dioxide and energy and water is released. In case of insufficient oxygen, lactic acid and energy is released. It is takes place in the muscles of the body. Muscles. Next, third one, in the complete absence of oxygen, in case of yeast, the pyruvate will convert it into ethanol, carbon dioxide, and the energy is released. This is the very detailed study about the breakdown of glucose in the various parts. Very important. So far we have studied about the various uh, pathways for the breakdown of glucose. I think it is enough. Next class we are going to study about the respiratory system in human beings. Okay, that we are going to say. And respiration itself, we have two steps. One is exchange or gaseous exchange, okay, also called as, we can also call respiration only have two types. One is cellular respiration, and another one is breathing. So far whatever we have discussed till now, this all comes under breakdown of glucose into pyruvate, into carbon dioxide, hydroxide, and water, and energy is released. This is all is called as cellular respiration. The next class we are going to see the respiratory system. It is a constitute of breathing, how the gases will exchange will takes place in our respiratory system. That is called as taking air inside our body is breathing. That we are going to study in detail in the next class. Thank you very much. Subscribe our channel to the upcoming lessons. It will be very helpful for you for your future study. May God bless you. Thank you one and all. Thank you.